Hello guys, welcome back on my channel OlyeCam IELTS. So guys, first of all, please listen to me before starting this video, which I want to tell you about this video. So guys, ਕੁਝ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਰਿਗਾਰਡਿੰਗ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਝ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ, ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨੂੰ ਸਟਾਰਟ ਕਰਿਓ। ਸੋ ਗਾਇਜ਼ ਉਹ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਓਨਲੀ MCQ ਦੀ ਦਾ ਲਿਸਨਿੰਗ ਟੈਸਟ ਆ ਔਰ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਿਰਫ 20 ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਦੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣਗੇ। ਸੋ ਗਾਇਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਓਪੀਨੀਅਨ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਅਸਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਲਪ ਹੋ ਸਕੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ। ਸੋ ਗਾਇਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਿਓ ਕਿ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਸਿਰਫ 20 ਰਹਿਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ 40 ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਕਰ ਦੇਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਆ। ਸਾਡਾ ਓਪੀਨੀਅਨ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ 20 ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਈਏ। ਅਗਰ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਹੈਲਪਫੁਲ ਲੱਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਬਾਕਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣਾ ਓਪੀਨੀਅਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦਿਓ। ਸੋ ਗਾਇਜ਼ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਹੈਗਾ, ਆਪਣਾ ਓਪੀਨੀਅਨ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਜਾਇਓ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਈਏ ਜਾਂ ਨਾ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਈਏ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਹੀ ਨਾ ਹੋਈ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਫਾਇਦਾ। ਸੋ ਓਕੇ ਗਾਇਜ਼, ਸੋ ਓਪਨਲੀ ਗਾਇਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਓਪੀਨੀਅਨ ਦਿਓ ਕਮੈਂਟ ਬਾਕਸ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸੋ ਓਕੇ, ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਜੋਏ ਕਰੋ। ਅਗਰ ਚੈਨਲ 'ਤੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਚੈਨਲ ਸਬਸਕ੍ਰਾਈਬ ਕਰੋ, ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਲਾਈਕ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰ ਜਾਓ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਹੋਈ ਹੋਏ। ਸੋ ਓਕੇ ਗਾਇਜ਼।
You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. Now turn to Section 1. Section 1. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the annual Ski and Snowboard exhibition held from April the 8th to 17th. I am Mary Granger, coordinator of the event this year. The 10-day event features many highlights. As a snow sports lover, I know you are looking forward to a great time here. Now, I'd like to offer you some practical information about the whole event and what to expect from it. This might be the first time coming here for some of you, so for those who are still wondering about the right accommodation, I recommend Sky Hotel. It has its own health and sports clubs, just like most of the hotels here, but I love it because of its incredibly cosy beds, which guarantees good rest after an exhausting day of exploration. If you haven't brought your own equipment, like poles, boots and skis, they are available for purchase or rent at Ski Set or Snow Rental. The exhibition this year provides a colourful look into the history of skiing, and an inspiring peek into the future prospects of the sport. Apart from the fascinating photo exhibitions and the most up-to-date skiing gear like always, this year we have added 4 computers which can imitate the process of skiing, ensuring the same physical activity and sensations that appear during the skiing process on downhill slopes. But I have to warn you that it might be quite time-consuming to line up for the free trial experience. Many have posed the question as to how to enter the skiing and snowboarding competition. Well, rather than filling out the back of the entrance ticket or bombarding the committee with emails, the most effective method is by checking out the exhibition newsletter delivered every month for availability. At the most beloved local event, the exhibition has also drawn attention from the press. Last year, massive media coverage was on the worrisome amount of snowfalls. In order to avoid the same predicament, several artificial skiing slopes have been built. With more participants this year, we have lowered the entrance fee, which has been widely reported to local newspapers. A bonus for our participants is the ski programme. It offers a wide variety of lessons and sessions with qualified instructors, ensuring that all ages and abilities are catered to, from the first-timers to seasoned amateurs. I strongly advise you to sign up for the programme, as it is offering an unprecedented 30% discount. That's mainly because we are cooperating with the programme organiser, who promises affordable prices only for the participants of the festival this year.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10.
Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10.
OK, we've got to arrange this programme.
Work experience. I believe quite strongly in this myself. Studies are often just too theoretical and the best learning can be on-site.
Sure, in principle, but you've got to find the right companies. For business students, it's so easy with all the commercial enterprises around here, but for our lot of engineering students, it's not so easy at all. Last year's education students were easy too. We just put them all into schools.
Well, there are a few companies that will accept our students. Building sites are the main avenue to explore, but the trouble is that not many of these places want inexperienced learners around.
Why not?
Last year when I did this, I think these companies were worried about accidents. Now it's more a time issue. They just don't want to train people.
But these people work for free.
But training takes time, and in the economic recession, few companies want their personnel diverted for such purposes. But I did find some companies, enough for us at least, but they all insist on one thing.
Minimum work time of 1 month, right?
No, that the students are appropriately insured. Remember, these are building sites and there are quite a few hazards there, and we're putting untrained students, not trained students, right amongst them. So these companies want financial coverage in case of accidents.
Gee, is that going to be expensive?
Yes, I'm afraid so, since we live in quite a litigious society. Consequently, insurance rates are sky high, almost unaffordable.
I see. Can our budget meet this? Last year we couldn't pay for the programme.
This year we can, since we have fewer students to deal with, but we'll nevertheless have to cut corners in certain areas.
I never like it when that happens.
Neither do I.
In which areas do we need to economise?
Well, the payment to students is not going to change. After all, they won't do this work unless they can get some money. We'll also continue to subsidise their travel as we did last year.
Last year we gave them a completion bonus too. It was a big success. Made them go through the whole month.
But not this year. We'll impress upon the students that possible failure could result if they don't finish the whole term.
OK, I trust that will work.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 2. Section 2. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 15.
On behalf of Northfield Sports Complex, I'd like to extend our warmest welcome to you all here this evening. I'm George Dyson, founder of Northfield Sports Complex. I am giving this speech today to celebrate a special occasion. We started the business exactly a decade ago, and today we have developed into a large firm with a sizable group of members. We've also been nominated the most valuable company by Greentown at the Yearly Business Awards, which will be held next week. As experienced and qualified reporters, you are invited here to experience and witness this historical moment of Northfield Sports Complex together with us. Situated within the campus of Greentown University, Northfield Sports Complex is a modern, refreshing and fully equipped facility for sports of all kinds. As part of its commitment to the local community, Northfield Sports Complex is available not only to school children, but also to local residents. It offers a wide range of facilities including a 25-metre swimming pool, paved walking and jogging paths, a well-equipped fitness gym, all-weather pitches, indoor courts for table tennis, tennis and other sports, as well as a renowned skating rink. Different age groups can all find the right sports to participate in. That's why local residents enjoy working out here. As a result, natives here are healthier than most of the people within our nation. The whole town is very proud of having nurtured 2 world champions who were once both trained right here in our skating rink. Thus, it has become the ideal venue to learn to skate and have fun. But what I take pride in most of all is the skating rink that has stirred the interest of boys and girls here in local schools to skate. Since opening, an increasing number of pupils have been paying regular visits to the skating rink. A new yoga classroom with trainers will be open next month for mothers with babies. They can bring their own yoga mat and work out together with their babies. This will be a great way for them to get healthy and meet other mums. There will also be a brand new gym open to the pensioners in the near future. Just this month, a new swimming pool is open to all fitness levels with special offers for those without a job. Our complex is open daily from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m, except on Thanksgiving and Christmas. We intend to extend our business in the coming year. A list of equipment will be put up for sale, ranging from exercising equipment like cardio machines to sports recovery and injury prevention facilities. Within our complex, we try our best to avoid injuries of any kind. We train knowledgeable staff to guide our clients through correct workout regimens. For those who want to further ensure workout safety, they are welcome to apply to be a member of our standing committee. They are responsible for revising the safety guidelines and supervising its enforcement.
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 16 to 20. Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20.
Now, about the survey. Do you have any clues as to what kind of interviewees we should include?
How about local companies doing business on clean energy products?
Probably not the best choice of respondents. Remember the last time we asked corporate employees to do the questionnaire? Only about 5% of them were actually willing to participate.
That wouldn't be enough then. It seems we have to drop that idea. Then maybe we can ask the professors and administrative staff here to help us. They could provide their insights and understanding on energy production.
It would be ideal if they would, but I'm afraid most of them are too busy to respond to the list of questions we've prepared. I guess the students here at the university would be more suitable.
You're right, and it is a much bigger sample pool too. Also, I think we should include the locals. Their opinion is key to the promotion of renewable energy here in the town.
But wouldn't it be difficult to collect data? There's no way the two of us could go from door to door to interview all the residents.
There's no need to worry about that. We'll make it telephone interviews. That way, we'll have enough time to get sufficient data.
Good idea. What should we present in our speech?
Due to lack of media coverage, the majority of people actually have a limited understanding on renewable energy. Most of them aren't able to identify various types of renewable sources. So I feel we could start by clarifying what it is and the benefit of it compared to fossil fuels.
That makes sense. We could start with wind energy. For centuries, wind has been used to do work. With the help of windmills, farmers used to pump water from wells or turn large grinding stones to grind wheat or corn. The windmills today generate electricity. The only problem is that it might not be windy all the time, so it is crucial to choose the appropriate site for wind farms.
Well, I think we can also include comparisons between clean energy and traditional energy resources like coal, oil and natural gas.
Maybe we can look into the prospect of these conventional sources of energy. The rising cost of fossil fuels and the threat of climate change is a concern to many.
Totally. These traditional resources will deplete eventually. Renewable energy currently makes up less than 2% of the world's primary energy supply, and although growing very rapidly, it is not on course to fill the fossil fuel gap.
Nuclear energy is another type of energy we ought to mention. Nuclear power plants can produce dependent power constantly and release far less greenhouse gases than other traditional power plants. But most people feel that this type of energy is unsafe because radiation isn't easily dealt with, especially in nuclear waste and maintenance materials.
What should we end the speech with?
Have you heard about a new type of energy called hydrogen fuel? It is an infinitely renewable fuel that doesn't have detrimental environmental effects. The only problem is that it is so expensive that only wealthy individuals can afford it. But I think overall, the benefits overshadow its high cost.
I think that even though this new type of renewable energy is too expensive to use at the moment, in the long run, its price will go down and become more accessible.
That is the end of section 2. You now have half a minute to check your answers.